Big exciting news to start your new morning as executive orders are on tap for later this week, and they involve you. Big executive orders for economic relief, and thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars could be coming to you later this week. I'll have all the incredible details. Meantime, breaking details about the third stimulus package. Did you know there's an $8,000 tax refund that could be coming to you? Or how about $1,400 a week if a family member has to stay home? Then another $1,700 for college students. Who told you this? I did. There's so much deliciousness in the third stimulus package, I'm gonna need some more bacon. But you haven't given me any. The toast is toast and the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and let's get ready to rock and roll with a major Monday morning broadcast of Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mornings LALATE, and what a morning it will be. In fact, what a week it will be. Major announcements will be made Thursday and Friday this week. Wednesday will have announcements as well, but the big ones that impact you are Thursday and Friday. And throughout the week, you're going to have incredible lead-ups to those developments, which you've only heard here first. So please subscribe. Go to the first channel, subscribe. Hit that alert button, that bell, so you get alert when I next go live, which will be at 12 noon on Home LALATE. Then also like this video. Thank you for liking the videos lately. And if you've not joined, consider joining and becoming a Purple Power, Calcino VIP, or Purple Hawk. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the incredible PDFs that I delivered to you over the weekend as new members. I'll reshare them again today with modifications as well. I'm so excited for you. Let me go over the breaking details unfolding this morning. On Thursday and Friday, you will hear major announcements that will impact your pocketbook, as believed unpaid items from the first and second stimulus package will be paid ASAP. This involves you, your moolah, the money you're owed. Yes, everything you think you are owed may get paid ASAP. Then I'll be cutting to the third stimulus package and the second stimulus package. I'll go over the stimulus checks. I'll go over FPUC. I'll go over hazard pay. I'll go over rent. I'll go over all these big things that are also additionally never known until you heard them on this channel. Like $8,000 tax refund, $1,700 for college students, free money. So much deliciousness that, I would have liked some bacon, but the best thing you can do is give me a bacon emoji. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news to start Monday morning is that the anticipation is building for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. Why? Because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will feature no less than 24 executive orders from President Biden. Those executive orders will start on Wednesday, and then they'll continue on Thursday and Friday. But the ones that you may want to listen to, actually the ones you will want to listen to, are Thursday and Friday, because those will involve you and your money. What's going on? Millions and millions of viewers of this channel have been unpaid from the first stimulus package, from the second stimulus package, and Biden knows it, and he wants to fix it. Who, what, and how much? Let's go back to the present and go backwards in time. Second stimulus package. Half of the viewers have not seen the $600 stimulus check. It is no mystery. It was never mailed. $600 stimulus check. Millions of viewers just never got it. He's going to fix this right away. Department of Treasury. Second, millions of viewers never got that remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant from the first stimulus package. Yes, that $10,000 EIDL grant you never got, or never got the remainder of it, will be paid to you ASAP under the first stimulus package of March last year. So let's go to what's happening. On Thursday, Biden will sign. This is from a document called Overview of First 10 Days, prepared by Biden and his chief of staff, Ron Klain, obtained by LALATE overnight on this channel. The document says that on Thursday, Biden will sign executive orders related to reopening schools and businesses. But Friday's the one that you want to listen to. Friday, he will direct his cabinet agencies to take immediate action to deliver economic relief to working families bearing the brunt of this crisis. What does that mean? Immediate and economic. How can you do that? With existing laws that have been unpaid. There's a lot of things that have been unpaid onto this channel. If you go to your notes, which I've told you to make, I told you to pull out a piece of paper and write on it second stimulus at the top and then third stimulus at the bottom. Separate the second and third stimulus items. The second stimulus items, let's go over what has been unpaid. And if you're a member of this channel, follow along with the PDF. The second stimulus items that have been unpaid, that need to get paid, and his cabinet members will be instructed to take immediate action. Let's go over them and the cabinet members. First item, the $600 stimulus check. $600 under the second stimulus package law, cited in a law in December by President Donald Trump, not paid to viewers, excluding adult dependents. $600 for parents, $600 for children, nothing for adult dependents. Treasury, get it out. Next, FPUC, which goes on top of your UI and PUA, $300 a week. Some states have still not got to the money. That is Department of Labor. Get it out. Why have states have not got to the $300 a week? Next, SNAP increases, 15%. That's Department of Agriculture. Some states have simply not rolled out the SNAP increases of 15% under the second stimulus package. Under the second stimulus law, Department of Agriculture needs to fix that, ensure that gets out right away. And then the most obvious ones. You know what I'm about to say. I don't have to say it. I could eat my bacon if I had it, but I don't have it. How many, do I have to give you a Post-it note to remind you to give me my bacon? The ones that are very obviously unpaid for the second stimulus package are rent, utilities, free internet, and childcare. Where are they? It's been 5 weeks. That money has not been sent from the government to the locations they belong. Rent is Department of Housing. Utilities is Department of Housing. Internet is Department of is like FDIC. The Telecom Department, and childcare. These monies need to go out. They are law. They've been law for 5 weeks. States have not gotten the money. California has been absolutely irate about it, waiting to give the money to citizens for rent, and they just don't have it. So this is what's going to happen. Finally, the most obvious one, and this could happen on Thursday. EIDL under the second stimulus package. Now, it could happen today. I've been telling you to stay like a purple hawk, because you're going to ready to pounce. You are going to be ready to pounce, darling, because on Monday today, or Tuesday, or Wednesday, or at latest Thursday, potentially, 2 EIDL grants of $10,000. New applicants will go live. Who are they? First, agricultural businesses, agricultural ranchers. Second, EIDL for low-income community businesses. Biden talks about low-income communities about 20 times in this document, which I'm going over with you. He wants his money to go out. It was passed into the law 5 weeks ago. The agency, the Department of SBA, Small Business Administration, has yet to go live with these grants. Get these grants going. We don't pass laws for people not to have the money and have it stay in the Treasury. Get the money out. So I will stay with you and we'll go live in a rushed recording the moment SBA.gov goes live. But if you're a farmer or rancher, go there right now and apply right now, because it's the same application for the loan as the grant. So that application is now open for agricultural. When you go to click the button agricultural, don't wait until it goes live, because there's no separate application for the grant. People that are low-income businesses, you have to wait because they don't have that update yet on their website. This is absolutely incredible, great news. Finally, PPP for everyone. If you want a PPP, go get it. But I don't know if people are actually getting the PPP money in their hand. There may be a problem with that as well. So this is all incredible, great news that all this moolah under the second stimulus package, here's that PDF from members of this channel, that all that second stimulus moolah has yet to roll out. I mean, there's 14 items on my list here, and nearly half of them have yet to leave the government and land in the agencies in which they belong. And that's why he's going to direct his cabinet agencies to take immediate action to deliver economic relief to working families. He's not going to create new money. He's going to do the laws that have already been passed. It's so incredibly great and obvious. So I'm really excited for you. This week will be jam-packed. I know a lot of you took a break over the weekend. Some of you may be taking a break today. But boy, you need to stay with me as a Purple Hawk, because this week there's going to be a lot of money. Now, let me step back for a second now at the 9-minute mark, and let me explain something to you. I tend to repeat myself for an obvious reason, because we have new viewers on a daily basis, and also because things are just confusing. People may ask, where's the SSI and SSDI? People may ask, where's the student loan debt forgiveness? People ask, is the stimulus check going to be $1,400, $2,400, $3,200, $3,400? I keep on hearing all these different numbers. I'm very confused. And what about that check? And what about this check? Well, let me explain to you right now. There was a first stimulus package passed in March of last year. That's the first stimulus package. $1,200 for adults. Adult dependents excluded. There was a second stimulus package passed in December. That is $600 for adults. Again, adult dependents excluded. What I'm going over here in a second is the third stimulus package. That will be $1,400 for adults. So what are they doing for adult dependents? They will get $3,200, which is $1,200 for the first stimulus package unpaid, $600 for the second stimulus package unpaid, and $1,400 for that everyone else is getting in the third stimulus package. So everyone will, as an adult, will have been paid $3,200 in stimulus checks since the pandemic started. Very simple. That's up to where we are this Thursday, when the third stimulus package law will be introduced. So far, all I have, in a very, very rare exclusive, is the pre-bill draft of the law. So we do not have, excuse me, pre-bill draft of the potential law. We don't have the bill yet. We're going to see it potentially on Thursday. The moment I have it, I will go right on camera and go over the details for you. I have about 30 pages of a 6,000-page bill. That's where we are currently. Now, SSI, SSDI, the $2,400 or $200 on top of your existing benefits per month now to December, that is a standalone bill. I'm referring to it informally as the fourth stimulus package. Why fourth? Because it comes after the third. Is it fourth in line? No, it's just after the third. So that is still on play. I told you in October, November, December, it's a standalone bill. The fifth stimulus package, again, not fifth in line, just I'm giving it a number, is the student loan debt forgiveness, $10,000 of student loan debt forgiveness. I'll have more about them in a second. Then the sixth one is teachers and schools, and the one after that is job creation with infrastructure change. So you see all these major bills coming one after another. There's a reason why there's 24 approximately executive orders between now and Friday, and why there's 7 to 8 stimulus bills that I have to go over, because there's a lot of stuff to fix. And you have to be patient and understand things are coming in different bills. Nothing is combined on this channel or in the government, except, the daffodils are combined. All right, now the 12-minute mark. What is coming up later in this recording? What's coming up later in this recording is the massive money under the third stimulus package. Stay with me, because I'm going to go over that $8,000 tax credit, tax refund. I'm going to go over the $1,400 a week that you can get. I'm going to go over the $1,700 for student aid and more. But before I get to that, let me explain what's going to happen also on Wednesday. A trifecta of executive orders, which yet again, I told you in October, November, and December was going to happen on day one of the Biden administration. We have confirmation of that this weekend, yesterday. Again, the reporting of this channel was correct, which is on day one, you're going to see an eviction moratorium extension, a new mortgage forbearance protection, because there is none in the books currently. You are not currently protected from mortgage forbearance. And third, a student loan debt repayment moratorium, because there is none in place currently. That would stop the need to repay your mortgages, you pay your debts as a student, because he's going to come in with that bill right after this to forgive $10,000. See how I'm making it very, very simple and clean for you, making one thing at another. Okay, so then what comes next? What comes next is about Thursday. the third stimulus package. Now, if you've been with this channel, you understand how I treat everything. Everything is money. If you can get 5 items, you can get 5 items. If you get 10 items, you can get 10 items. People on SSI and SSDI, you can get rent, utilities, food, SNAP, childcare, internet. That's 6 items right there. And your stimulus check and your own stimulus check, the $2,400. That's 8 items. So you see how every person on this channel could qualify for a lot of things. People who want to start a new business, you can get the EIDL for the existing business and EIDL for a new business. You can get a PPP, you can get rent, you can get utilities, you can get food. Suddenly you see I can get people 10, 12 items on this channel. And now let's go over them. Under the third stimulus package, here's that PDF for members of this channel. If you've not become a member, click that join button under the chat, under the video in the description or in the pinned comment. There is no less than 22 incredible provisions of the stimulus package. And you'll see as I get to the later ones, like number 17 to 22, they get very big. $8,000, $7,000, $6,000. The earliest ones are the smaller ones. And you may have only heard of the smallest ones first. Well, stay with me because I'm going to give you the big numbers right now. First, the stimulus check. As I said before, under the third stimulus package bill proposal, I'm going over the proposal, it's not bill yet, $1,400 stimulus check for individuals, $3,200 stimulus check for adult dependents. Next, FPUC. He doesn't make a determination about when, how, where, or how much. He says, I'm leaving it up to Congress. Simple said. There's absolutely no determination by Joe Biden. He says, I want Congress to decide. So if you want him to do FPUC retro $600 a week back to July, which I certainly want him to do, go on social media, hashtag LALATE, hashtag Purple Power, share this video. Tell him FPUC retro. Next, SNAP. He'll increase SNAP for 15% for additional 6 months after what the current second stimulus law does. So that does January to June. He's going to do another 6 months at 15% increase. What is SNAP? It's food. How do you get it? Department of Agriculture, a 2-on-1. How much does it pay? About $1,400 a week if you're a family of 4 in Hawaii. Rent, number 7 and number 8, utilities and internet and childcare. The rent is absolutely incredible under the third stimulus package. It's rent aid, even if you're middle class and have a job and have a home and have a car and have a bank account, but just having problems paying the rent. There's 3 types of rent here there's 4 types of rent here that you're totally new, that totally is different than the second stimulus package. And they all sound like what I talked about for 7 months predicting this outside when I recorded outside in the thick of summer. First, the rent aid will be run by the federal government. You apply with the federal government and the federal government will pay the landlord and the utility company. You don't have to do anything. Second, the rent aid will be given to the landlord, and if the landlord rejects the rent, they'll pay you the money directly to I almost cursed, give it to the landlord. Give it to the landlord. You know what I was about to say. The third one is they will also provide a rent program for homeless people to get out of homeless and into homes. Incredible. Eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, business grants, and business loans. Now, these are incredible. The numbers are unknown and the names are unknown. And there's a reason why the names are unknown. In my opinion, they're going to be new products which you've never heard before. It may not be EIDL and it may not be PPP. He's going to have a grant program for existing businesses hurt by the pandemic, and a new grant program and a new loan program for people who want to start a new business. Any business, anyhow, anywhere. Incredible. The amounts, how you get them, I don't know yet. That's going to come later this week. 15 is the big one that really just shocked viewers absolutely incredibly. $1,400 a week in paid sick leave. I said a week, I didn't say a month. $1,400 a week. Who gets this? How do you get it? And do you have to be sick? No. First, if your child has to stay home because of the pandemic, because the school's closed, and you have to stay home with the child from work, you can get $1,400 a week up to. Even if the child's not sick, even if you're not sick, you just have to stay home, take care of the child. You have to stay home for work because the child has to be stayed home because the school's closed. Second, a family member is sick and you have to take care of them and you have to stay home. $1,400 a week as well. Third, you're actually sick with COVID. Or fifth, you're not sick, but you have to quarantine because of COVID. How much money is this? It's up to $1,400 a week. How do you calculate it? It's based upon a $73,000 or more per year annual salary. So if you made more than $73,000, you can only get $1,400 a week. And if you made less, then it's prorated a little bit less. Incredible. Next, student aid supplement. There'll be a $1,700 student aid supplement, and it's absolutely exactly $1,700. It's not up to or apart. It basically says if you're a student and you need financial aid, that's exact words, financial aid, because of the pandemic, we will give you $1,700. People were absolutely ecstatic about this overnight on the channel. They said, is it adult students, younger students? What type of students? How do I apply? Not law yet, not bill yet, but there's nothing that said it excludes anyone. And the great thing I've seen so far is that Joe Biden wants everything to be inclusive, not exclusive. There is two massive items of 8,000, 4,000, 5,000. Let me end with those next, but I want to cut first to hazard pay. Hazard pay, which is number 18 and 19 on the PDF. If not, become a member. Please join. You can get this PDF. 18 and 19 are hazard pay. There's two types of hazard pay. Hazard pay public sector, hazard pay private sector. And there's actually a third hazard pay, which I'll go over in a second as well. Hazard pay public sector. You'll be paid directly by your employer, the state, county, or city. How do you get it? You don't have to do anything. Where would the money come from? The federal government. How much? About $300 billion. And your state, county, or local will pay you directly. You don't have to do anything about it. Second, hazard pay private entity. This is if you work for a private company, like a big box retailer or someone like that. How much? How does it work? We don't see much of anything on this. The way he's dealing with this is advisory. He's saying, I'm reaching out to the CEOs of these companies in retail and grocery especially, saying that they've made too much money during this pandemic and paid you nothing. It's union language. I love it. Joe is big union. I'm big union. And it basically says, hey, if you want to put people's lives at risk, you better pay some hazard pay. And I'm going to tell them to do it. Otherwise, we'll do it otherwise. And the otherwise, I believe, will be a law that requires them to do it. So then what's that third hazard pay? So the third hazard pay is for people who is a form of a tax refund. So let me go to those three major tax refunds. Well, actually, there's almost five. The five major tax refunds. First, let me do with the hazard pay one. If you do not have children and you work in a hazard pay essential workers type environment, and you make $21,000 or less per year, you will get a $1,500 earned income tax credit. That's what it's called, earned income tax credit. That's the incredible great news. So you need to make a note of that and write it down. Earned income tax credit, no children per person, if you make $21,000 or less per year and you work in a essential workers environment. What is an essential workers environment? We have to see the bill. Next, let's go to the other items. If you have a child, you can get two massive refund items. The first one is called a child tax credit. If you have a child that is 17 years or younger, you can get a $3,000 deduction per child. I'll say that again. 17 years or younger, $3,000 tax credit per child. And it's exactly that amount. You don't have to do anything. It's not based upon anything, just that you have a child on your tax return, $3,000 per child. If the child's 6 years or younger, you get $3,600 per child. Then this is the big one. Up to an $8,000 tax refund. Oh my goodness. So let's go over this deliciousness. If you have child care costs, the federal government will allow you to deduct 50% of your child care costs, up to $4,000 for one child or up to $8,000 for more than one child. Total, no more than $8,000 for multiple children. Let's go over that again. So if you have child care costs, you can deduct 50% of your child care costs. How much? Well, if you have only one child, up to $4,000, you can deduct. Or if you have several children, the total for all the children is up to $8,000. So that means if you have a lot of zeros on your tax return, 0, and you hit with an $8,000 tax deduction, you can get an $8,000 tax refund. Yes, an $8,000 check in your hand. Incredible. Eligibility for this is very broad. It's up to a family that makes, up to an individual who makes $125,000 a year, up to someone who makes 6 figures a year. And if you made up to $500,000, he's going to still let you do it, just he'll reduce the amount. So much incredible, great news. You see why this recording was so particularly long, because there's a lot of great stuff in the third stimulus package and in the executive orders that are all going to be announced this week. Life is not just a stimulus check. When's my $600 stimulus check going to come? No, the big question is, when am I going to get that $8,000 tax refund? When am I going to get that $1,700 for student aid, that $1,400 for paid sick leave, that all these other things? There's a reason why you want to become a member of this channel, because I break these things down in incredible detail, more than just a stimulus check. This is why you're a Purple Hawk. You need to be ready to pounce, and the pouncing may start today when some of those second stimulus law items may go live. So consider subscribing. Go to the Fun Channel, subscribe, hit that alert button, like this video, and consider joining by clicking the link underneath this video, or in the description to the video, or in the pinned comment to this video. Become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. I will next see you on Home LALATE at 12 noon. And let's see if we have more updates as well from the Biden camp by then. I'm really excited. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay LALATE for more.